Hey everybody, Dylan Distraction here, coming to you live from Batlantic Studios. Thought I'd do a quick back to drawing board talk about comic book show. It's on my drawing table, and let you know that NUKE FORCE from Distraction Comics was successful on Kickstarter. We hit goal. NUKE FORCE issue 1 is ready to go. Thank you so much to everybody that supports my work and backed the campaign and grabbed a reward level. Thrilled to have those people, that book ready to go. I love NUKE FORCE. I love drawing this comic. It's been so much fun. I'm really, really excited for everybody to see it. And I think it's my best work yet. And I'm super psyched to be able to make more NUKE FORCE. Now, if you were like, oh man, I missed out on the Kickstarter. It's already over. It's been 30 days. Darn, I didn't have the ability to do it then. I want to do it now. You're in luck. Kickstarter has this new feature called Late Pledges. So if you go right now to Kickstarter, NUKE FORCE on Kickstarter, you'll be able to grab a late pledge. And it's a feature that they just kind of enabled. So I'm excited to try that. I've never done late pledges. I've never seen it. I think Indiegogo has something like that, which is why I think Kickstarter decided to implement it. And that's awesome. That means I can just keep it going like a pre-sale now. Now it's like a pre-sale store. And we could still unlock stretch goals. And people can still find the book on Kickstarter and still back it and still help get issue 2 unlocked. So thank you so much to everybody that jumped in the campaign. And if you weren't able to jump in the campaign, it's not too late. You could go right now, grab a copy of issue 1, and help us unlock issue 2. I'm thrilled to offer late pledges. I think it's a really cool feature. And I've often come across Kickstarter campaigns that had ended, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even know this existed. I would have backed this. It looks really great. If only there was a way to back it now. And it's like, well, I guess I'll just wait until they roll out another campaign, and then, you know, sometimes you miss it and it might not work out. But at the time, I would love if Kickstarter converted from being campaigns to pre-sale. Why not? Why not offer that? So go check it out right now. If you haven't yet backed the campaign, go grab a reward level and help us unlock issue 2. I really want to send issue 2, and we're really close. That's the other thing, is it's like, man, it's tough to fall $50 short. You know, 2 pledges, 2 backers short of unlocking issue 2. It's like, oh man, it's a bummer, because I think issue 2 is going to be really cool and sets up issue 3. And obviously I'd love to get all the way to issue 4. And I'm saying, well, if I leave the campaign open, maybe we're able to get more backers, more readers, more pledges, and then everybody gets more stuff. And that's what I want. I want to send everybody everything, and I just need the money to pay the printer and the shipping, you know. And then I'd love to be able to get more people involved in the Distraction Comics anthology. But I really only want to find people that are super psyched about it. I don't want anybody that's kind of, I don't know, which is why it's such a, you know, it's a big commitment to ask somebody to draw my characters. It's a lot of work, and or write my characters and me draw it. Like, it's a lot of effort and energy that has to go into that. And so I would love to be able to find people that were excited about doing the Distraction Comics anthology. And so that's another great reason to keep the campaign open in late backers, late pledges. And we'll see how long I can do that for. I don't know. It's all kind of uncharted territory. I've never done it before, never offered that feature, and I don't think it was available in any of my other campaigns. So let me know what you think. Comment below if you're like, that's a great idea, I can't wait. If you're like, that's terrible and it ruins Kickstarter, I'll be like, okay, I don't know. I'm just trying it out. So seeing how it goes, trying to just find people like my comics so I can make more comics. It's as simple as that. If you're like, what's the purpose of all this? I really love making comics. I love being surrounded by comics. I love talking about comics. I love making and publishing, and selling is a part of it. So you just kind of have to get comfortable with that. I had someone ask me, can you give me some tips or advice or thoughts on how to create your own? And it's like, yeah, get comfortable with talking about your work. Get comfortable with selling it, or at least fake it, because it's hard to sell your stuff, you know, and people have a lot of a lot of other commitments and a lot of other distractions and a lot of other things going on in their lives, and there's a lot going on right now. And so if you're like, hey everybody, what about my independent creator-owned comic book series? Some people just aren't gonna be receptive to that, and it's fine. I get it. I'm not always psyched about other people's projects either, but I am psyched about my own project. So you have to be able to be enthusiastic about the work you're producing and tell people about it. And if they don't want it, that's fine. Not, you're gonna get a lot of no's. That's just kind of par for the course. But you know, you're always looking for those people that are like, yes, this is what I wanted. I didn't know this existed. Thank you so much for making this. In this world that is challenging and difficult, yeah, I've managed to find something that I enjoy. And like, yeah, that's why I do it. That's why I do it. I like trying to find people that like what I'm making and hopefully inspire other people to make stuff. Might sound cheesy, might sound silly, but you know, I want to see more awesome comics in the world. I want more people to create. I want more people to produce content that they're excited about, and fight back against the AI monsters. Fight back against those AI monsters. Do everything you can. As Chuck D said, fight the power. Fight the power. So this is a sneak peek of the Distraction Comics anthology. And if you would like to be in this anthology with a bunch of other awesome creators, jump in now. That level is still available on the late pledges in Kickstarter. So check it out and grab a reward. This is going to be a cool anthology. I'm in it. Of course, I'm in it. I'm doing a lot of it. But there will be other people, and those other people are very good. And being able to be amongst them will look cool. I'm excited to have my work amongst them. I'm really trying to show up and show off here so that my work doesn't get lost. I got some real heavy hitters, a couple of guys who have loved their work for a while, and having them draw my characters, I'm like, oh boy, I better step it up. I better step it up so that they don't outdo me. But that competitiveness, I think, is good. It's good to have some competitiveness in your work where you're like, oh boy, those guys are going to be crushing it. I better make sure my work's also crushing it. This is Meltdown Monkey. I think if you've been following along with the other videos, you've seen kind of the progression of how this character has come to be. A nuclear experiment gone wrong. I got a bunch of Raffi songs stuck in my head. Baby Beluga. Probably don't want to hear me sing Baby Beluga. So this guy's got like tentacle arms on the back of his head, back of his back. He's a mutated monkey. And he's in a foul mood. Cool. Yeah, that was cool. All right, and then this character here, it's kind of a spoiler alert. It's got a bit of a reveal. All right, so I got to keep drawing this. The other thing I'll do periodically when drawing is I'll flip the canvas. So let's flip it, see how it looks flipped. Oh, God. I think that's fine. Looks good. Hands a little wonky. Thumb's a little huge, but whatever. Make it work. It's a gorilla. What are you going to expect? You got big gorilla hands. Got drawing his giant gorilla fingernails. Good. Great. Groovy. Cool. This is super wonky. So I took a little trip to a comic book store up in Brunswick called Mid-Coast Comics. Great store, really fun, and I grabbed some books. So now we're going to do story time. We'll do book time with Still Distraction. See, it looks fine when it's reversed, but it looks weird when it's not reversed. Which way is his head facing? That looks better. All right, and then some smoke. So yeah, Mid-Coast Comics in Brunswick. Awesome store. Really had a lovely time. And I grabbed some comics. So let's look now. I got a bunch of cool stuff. Let's first look at the facsimiles I got. So the facsimiles I grabbed Marvel Family Comics #1, a Fawcett magazine, published by DC. Captain Marvel Jr., Mary Marvel, and Uncle Marvel. Also, Incredible Hulk 180. First full figure appearance of Wolverine. Facsimile. So I really like this Marvel Family one because I'm obviously a fan of Captain Marvel and CC Beck and Otto Binder and that whole era, but it's on newsprint, which I love. So just love this stuff. It's 1940s comic stuff. I just think it's so great. Classic comic book coloring. I love that they called them comic magazines back then. And Black Adam. Such a cool looking bad guy. So I love this stuff. So much fun, so silly. I don't even know what's happening in these stories, but I'm a fan of it. I think it's cool. And I like that it looks like a vintage comic. So I grabbed that one. I watched some of that Black Adam The Rock movie. It's entertaining from what I saw. Kind of cool looking special effects. And then here, Herb Trimpe. Classic Herb Trimpe Hulk comic. With the Wendigo. This one is on glossy paper, but it still looks great. Len Wein writer, Herb Trimpe artist. Stuff's just so wild looking. A lot of fun seeing the old ads too. Just that, like that's just such a great page. All right, got some silhouettes of the wolves, close up of the wolves. Got some trees, pine trees. Wolves attacking Hulk. Hulk using the wolves to smash each other. Falls into a ditch. Just a great sequence. Great 2-page sequence. Smashing trees. Fun seeing that feathering too. That's the thing about this work, particularly this Herb Trimpe, Jack Abel doing inks. Seeing all that feathering, right? That's the kind of stuff I'm trying to do. That brush feathering. Stuff I'm trying to do with my stuff right now. Brush feathering. And then the reason why this comic is well known is because of not Wendigo, that guy right there. Right? So the Wolverine strikes but once. Remember these? Like, oh man, you could get a fishing pole. Wow, fishing pole is cool. Great comic. Fun to have the facsimile. But this Hulk was a little before my time, issue 180. I jumped into the Hulk around 305. So I found these back issue bin. So we got issue 276, 304, 305, and 312. So this is like the Crossroads era where he's in this dimension. They banish him to this dimension. This is pre that. This is issue 276. But I love this because it's classic Sal Buscema Hulk. And I love the UFOs. I'm a huge fan of the UFOs. There was one of those teams that was like an evil version of the Fantastic Four. So I love the classic paper. I love the classic comic book coloring, and I love Sal Buscema's art. So this is a win-win-win. And it's got the UFOs in it. I mean, that doesn't get any better than that. So Sal Buscema on classic paper with the UFOs. And again, love the feathering. Love the magenta. They're just like straight magenta. Love it. You know, you look in like straight cyan, right? This purple color that you can only get by mixing those shades. And then that's a great transformation. Great smash. Great Hulk fighting the UFOs. So good. So good. Right? The UFOs winning. And then, yeah. So, love this issue. Great issue. Would love to get issue 277. I might try to do a full Hulk run. You know, because Hulk back issues, other than 180 and 181, not terribly overpriced, I don't think. So this one, this is 304, and then this is 305. I remember 305 as a kid. So when I was a young comic book reader in 1984, I remember having issue 305. I don't remember 304, but back then it was tough to tell what, you know, like you would just get them off the spinner rack, and, you know, you'd miss issues all the time. They just wouldn't be there. So Sal Buscema, Jerry Taliuk. So this is really the Hulk I remember, is this Sal Buscema, Jerry Taliuk on this Crossroads series, Crossroads event. And this is, again, yellowed newsprint. And the Hulk facing off against the UFOs. So then after the UFOs pop out at the Crossroads, then they fight. And this issue is just one of my favorites. I remember this whole thing, and it gives you a little flashback. Like, remember how Doctor Strange sent him to this crossroads, and then this always really haunted me because the Hulk essentially just murders them. So he goes and he's like, throws this guy into this pit, and he starts getting helped by this little alien thing that's got all these fuzzy bubbles. And then this guy, Vector, can push everything away. And then X-ray. Radiation bombards the Hulk. I'm composed of pure energy. So he puts him into a place where the thing eats radiation. Throws this lady into a place that's got no atmosphere. Throws this guy, love that shot, into a place that's got no ground to stand on. And then throws this guy into a reality where he has to push things away for eternity to stop himself from getting smashed by stuff. So that was a little intense when I was 4 years old, but I loved it. So that's my haul of Hulk comics and a Captain Marvel comic from Midcoast Comics. And then this one, I always love this color. Classic Mike Mignola covers. All these. So Mike, you can't get any better than that. Sal Buscema, Mike Mignola, and Jerry Taliuk. Oh, and this is Mignola doing interiors. And this is the origin of how the Hulk became, that Bruce Banner kind of was abused, which is why he was, right? How he became the Hulk. Love that stuff. So yeah, obviously trying to pull from all that when I look at my own work and get influenced by it. So that's a little bit of a story time with Professor Andrews here at Distraction Comics headquarters. So thank you so much to everybody that backed NUKE FORCE issue 1 on Kickstarter. I want still to unlock issue 2, enabled late pledges, so go right now. And if you hadn't yet grabbed a reward level, you still can. Grab a late pledge, help us unlock issue 2, and thank you so much to everybody that supports my work and supports independent comic book creators. All right, bye.